Welcome to the Ange TV show. If you click this video, it's probably because there's breaking news, or you're tuning in for my daily briefing. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's 3 ways you can support the Ange TV show. Visit our merch store at the Ange TV show on Teespring and purchase merch now. Or you could send a super chat. And finally, you could become a member of this glorious channel by hitting the join button at the bottom of the video. Alright guys, enjoy the show. What's up guys? We are live. Welcome to the daily briefing on a Friday, guys. We have a special edition tonight. You see it by the title. We are doing a mental health discussion, guys, okay? We are going through and sharing our stories of depression, anxiety, loneliness, and other stuff, guys, okay? And to do that, I have 2 guests that you're about to meet in a few seconds. So let's get them on right about now. We have Erica Taraborelli, guys. She's my girlfriend, of course. You guys know, most of you guys know. And we also have Alessia Piccolino, who's a new addition to this family, this live stream, this channel. And by the way, guys, if you're new on this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your support. Alessia is a student nurse. So, Alessia, do you want to introduce yourself for us?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. My name is Alessia. Like mentioned, I'm a student nurse. I'm in my final integration. And it's a topic, this topic is very, I'm very passionate about this topic. So if you guys have any questions throughout this video, please be free to ask us anything.
Okay, awesome. Now, Erica, why don't you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes. So hi everyone. My name is Erica. I'm Ange's girlfriend. So I'm here because it might not seem like it, but I do actually suffer from anxiety and stuff. So I'll be sharing my story today. And and actually Alessia is my cousin. So it's like we're all a family here. So it's nice.
Okay, awesome. So guys, as a student nurse, okay, Alessia, she worked at a psychiatric ward, right, Alessia?
Yes, I did.
And was it an emergency? Was it an emergency, right?
No, it was a unit where the patients were admitted.
Ah, okay. So listen, I want to know your expertise on the matter, Alessia. So let us know how it is to be a nurse in a psych ward.
Okay, so I graduated in college. I graduated at college in psychology, sorry. And
Okay.
the 3 major disorders, psychological disorders that we see are anxiety, depression, feelings of loneliness. So these are all manifestations that you could present with if ever you're going through a depressive episode. And as a student nurse, especially that I am in my early 20s, so it's hard for you to disassociate yourself from the patient because you're there to take care of them, but you can also be dealing with certain, manifestations of depression also, right? So it's a journey and you learn a lot about yourself dealing with the patients that you see. So it's incredible. It's a journey just like they're going through a journey, so are you as a healthcare provider.
Exactly. So listen, Alessia, what are the common psychological disorders that you encounter working on the psychiatric ward?
Yes. So I see bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, we see manic depressive disorder, and these are these are the common disorders that we see. Also, we see a lot of manic episodes due to substance abuse.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what we see. And we do see, like in terms of substance abuse, we see patients that are in their high school, years, their college years, university, where they're studying, and also this is where you're discovering who you are, right?
Yeah. Wow, unbelievable. Let's. Listen, I was actually interested in psychology. It was one of the things that I was thinking about doing in college. Hey, what's up? Ryo Cat is in the building, guys. Melanie is also here. What's up, Melanie? We're gonna see some of Alessia's friends and also Erica's friends come in just a bit. So as you guys are coming in, I'm saying hi to you guys. Don't say I didn't say hi to you. So guys, listen, we're here to answer your questions about mental health, about diseases. Actually, I want to like mention something, guys. Yesterday, I was watching the Untold stories of the ER. Did you guys ever watch that? No,
No,
you no,
no.
guys. There was a girl that came in, and she literally thought she was dead. It's a real disorder, guys. I'm not joking. It's called walking corpse syndrome. So basically,
No, sorry.
yeah. What? Sorry, Erica.
No, sorry. Ryu Cat is like, why is Erica in another house?
Drop the StreamYard link. Raw, we're not dropping the StreamYard link. This is a serious conversation, guys. We're not going to let a bunch of people on the stream. So, anyways, she had walking corpse syndrome. It's basically a syndrome where you believe that you're dead and you don't eat. So I was like, are you kidding me? And believe it or not, it's a very rare disorder. Okay, that's what the doctor was saying. It happens a lot in women, teenage women. And believe it or not, some of the women, they jump off the building because they think it's a dream and they're just going to fall and nothing's going to happen. But that ends up happening. So it's crazy. But guys, there's all kinds of disorders. Like I said, depression, anxiety, it's like it's a web. There's a lot to do with it. And us three that are on the panel right now, we've all dealt with anxiety and depression in some way or shape or form. Guys, I will be telling you guys my story of my depression. Okay, I'm being very open. This is the first time I'm saying it Publicly, I had a depression in 2011. Okay, we're gonna be saying it in a bit. Okay, so before we get into our own stories of depression and anxiety and those kind of feelings, I just want to ask you guys if you have any questions. If you have any questions, drop them. Okay, Raoket said you're doctor host because know them. He's saying, are you a doctor? How do you know those disorders? No, I'm not a doctor, guys. I'm actually a housekeeper. It's very far from a doctor. Alessia is pretty close to a doctor. She's a nurse, right, Alessia?
Yes, I'm a student nurse. Yes, I'm in my final integration.
Yeah. So listen, Alessia is learning a lot very quickly, right, Alessia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, guys, if you have any questions about mental health, if you're struggling with something, you want to talk about it, please look at the pinned post that says, "Don't be shy to talk." And you guys know that Bell's Let's Talk was this week or last week? So it's very relevant, this thing about mental health, guys. I want people to talk about it. I put it in capital letters, mental health talks. Depressed by haters. Ryocat said he's depressed by haters. Okay. I get depressed by haters too. Okay. When people put me down, when people there's a fine line between criticism and hating, right? Criticism is saying, change this would be better. But saying that, oh, you're terrible, you suck, whatever, that's basically bullying and putting people down. And there's a big problem with bullying in society, by the way, making fun of them. Okay, Ryocat. So, guys, like I said, if you have any questions about anxiety, what's up, Black Emizak? I see you. If you have any questions about things that you're struggling with, we would love to hear them. I am depressed by my grandpa die. Okay, Ryocat, seriously. My condolences on the passing of your grandfather, Ryocat. We are here with you. And also, don't forget, your grandfather is staring down at you. You're in Japan. Trust me, he's right on top of you in Tokyo, looking down at you, okay? He is there. My grandfather, guys, okay, passed away last week. And I don't want to go on a big rant or whatever, but believe it or not, I am a grown-ass man. I am 28 years old, but I did shed a tear or two. It's actually on YouTube because they broadcast it on YouTube because of COVID now. So yes, I did cry as a grown man. I let it out, but you know what? Good. I'm happy I did it because I had to cry about other things. I had to let other things go about haters and this, that, whatever, YouTube problems and social media problems and work problems and idiots. So it's a good thing I did that. I got it off my chest, and yeah. Now, let's get into the stories of Erica and Alessia, but we're going to start with Erica, guys. Erica, Listen, she had a rough patch, okay, in the past, and she wants to share it today, guys. So let's give Erica the floor to say her story.
Okay, so hi. So this is my first time saying this story like publicly. Only the people who really know me know. Um, it all started all started 2013, so like 8 years ago.
Okay.
And when I was in my like last month of high school,
Yeah.
I was 17. Very very stressed. Like come April May of 2013, I was super stressed. And like my parents, well, my dad especially, because I lived with my dad, didn't know what was wrong. So I was brought to the children's hospital, where I stayed 1 week at the beginning of May. And yeah, so like it's hard to explain, but like it was, I was basically at first diagnosed with anxiety. And I was put on this pill named Ativan, but it wasn't working.
Okay.
But like then the summer came, I was fine. I did my prom, everything was fine. But I think I was still on Ativan. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
And what's it called? So then August came, the end of August, and I was supposed to start at Champlain College.
Yeah.
And I literally lasted like 3 days of my semester,
Okay.
and ended up back in the hospital.
Wow.
That was mainly because like I was also again very stressed. My sister, I remember, was leaving to France for a trip for her school, for university. My grandmother at the time was in the hospital because she was very sick. And I was just stressed. I was starting a new school. I didn't know anyone. It was far away from my home. I was like, my mental state wasn't there, like at all. And so it kind of happened again. Another episode happened. And yeah, so I ended up back in the hospital at the end of August. And I actually stayed 1 month this time. So like the end of August, so like really the beginning of October, I got out of the hospital, 2013. And the main reason I stayed 1 month, took like really long, was because I also had a cough, and they had to put me on the medical floor first, and before putting me on the psychiatric ward.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like it was funny. Well, not funny, but doctors would come in to ask me like how I'm doing today or whatever, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm fine, whatever. Like I'm just sick because I have a cough. I didn't understand really.
Yeah.
And then one day came in September, and they're like, you have to go back on the psychiatric ward. I'm like, oh god. I was so scared. I think I cried that night, and because I was there in May.
Yeah.
And so I knew how it felt, and I was so scared. I didn't want to go back, but I mean, I had to. And yeah, so I stayed on the psychiatric ward. They did change my pills. Now since then, I've been taking Abilify, which really has helped me. And ever since I got out of the hospital, I do go to therapy. Back then it was like a lot more, like a few times a week actually, and now it's like once a month about. And yeah, so
Wow.
We love you, Erica.
thank you.
You know what that is, guys? That's courage knocking on the door. Okay. Erica just gave her story. Let's give her a round of applause, guys. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Come on. I want to see people go, water boy. Listen, thank you for sharing that, Erica. Seriously, I'm truly touched. By the way, guys, Jess Sorrell is a new member of this channel. Thank you so much for your support, Jess. She's a level 3 fan, by the way. Okay, that's bragging rights right there. Okay. Also, Tom Sin is in the building. Ryu Cat is in the building. Dirty Four is also in the building. They're all saying thank you, Erica, for sharing the
No
story.
problem.
A lot of courage. And listen, you want my feedback from that story, guys? Listen, as I was talking backstage about having a depression early on in life, I'm actually happy it happened early on because at least it's not gonna happen when I'm married, when I have kids, or when I'm older and I want to enjoy my retirement. Listen, in my opinion, everybody will have either a depression or an issue with anxiety in their life at least once. But you hit a wall, right? And some people they fall. But to me, when I hit that wall, I got up and I kept moving. Okay, I took a sledgehammer and I broke the wall. That's what I did. You understand, guys? And now I'm stronger. My mom told me she was crying when I had my depression. She looked at me and she said, "You know what? You're gonna be stronger after this. Okay, when you get back up, you're gonna be even better than the people that are talking shit about you and this, that, and the people that put you down and this, that." So seriously, guys, that's some words from my heart. Luckily, you have a supportive Ange there for you, Mrs. Erica TV show. Awesome. Hey, Erica. Thanks, Erica. Hey, Thompson. In the Philippines, many people are depressed because of poverty. That is so touching, Ryo Cat. Seriously, like, I cried last week because my grandfather died. I think I'm going to cry again tonight, guys. Seriously, that is really touching. Guys, if you don't know about the Philippines seriously is plagued with poverty. Okay, you literally have to take a shower with your dad and your mom because they don't have enough running water. Okay, Michael Ankers, how are you, sir? How you doing? Listen, thank you very much, Erica, for your story.
No
The
problem.
next person to say their story is me, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys a bit about my story with my depression. So let's give the full screen to myself right now. Okay, so guys, basically in 2011, I was hanging out with, a group of friends. Like everybody hangs out when they're young and whatever. You hang out with a group of friends, and like things happen, right? You get like you get mad at each other based on who you're going out with, your girlfriend, the way you look, who picked up the most girls, who drank the most bottles, who did this, who did that. So when you're young, you're always in groups, right? Later on in life, for those of you that are very young, you don't understand this, but later on in life, you start to break away from these groups, especially from high school, whatever. So basically, long story short, I'm not gonna go like tell you about the whole story about what happened, but I had an argument with my friends, right? The people I hang out with day to day, the day ones, whatever, whatever. But anyways, so we had an argument. We had a bit too much to drink as well. Okay, in the Philippines, rent a house. Cat said in the Philippines they have to rent a house because it's too expensive to buy a house. Okay, but listen, let me continue my story, guys. So basically, that night we were all drunk. We had a bit too much to drink. Things were said. Okay, things were said towards me that I felt threatened, like to the point of feeling threatened and everything. Basically, that was the last time I would see those people, right? Because we got into a fight and everything. So the next day that I woke up, guys, okay, did you guys ever go to war? Okay, I'm sure none of you guys went to war, but it felt like I had PTSD. When I woke up, okay, this is what I felt. It's like somebody slapping my ear. That's how bad the anxiety was. It's your heart beeping really fast, pumping really fast. I got up, I was paranoid. Like I literally thought, and one thing I want to tell you guys is that there's a couple of factors that really aggravated my depression. Okay. One was one of my friends that was texting me information saying, this guy said this about you, this guy did this. So it aggravated the depression. It got me even more scared. You understand? And also the people that I was close with, they lived right next to me. So I couldn't even go outside without seeing these people. So that's where it got really bad. But guys, this is what I'm going to tell you. Okay. I did not tell anybody about my depression. Okay. That the day that happened, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell anybody because why? When you say you're depressed and something's wrong, you look weak. I mean, society looks at it like that. So, I didn't say anything for 1 year. I lived 1 year staying home at 18 or 19 years old. Okay. Staying home in my couch, not going clubbing, not seeing friends. I wouldn't even go outside. I would only go outside if I had to go to school. but that was a whole nother thing. I had to basically like, it's actually a miracle. I actually passed the semester at school because I went for the exams. I missed like most of the classes, but I went for the exams. But let me tell you guys, it was terrible. I finally told my parents. I went and see a psychiatrist to go see what's wrong, what it could be. They couldn't really diagnose things, but they said it was like basically social phobia. Imagine that, okay? Social phobia, guys. In Japan, everyone is depressed because lonely. Oh, that's so sad, Ryokat. That's why I'm depressed, because I go on ignoring me and even don't like me. Ryokat, listen, it's not that we don't like you. It's just that sometimes you say a lot of things and people like they take it differently with you, right? When you copy people's pictures and make memes with them, they think that you're like doing something with their picture. You understand? So don't take offense to it, Ryokat. People like you. You're a funny guy, Ryokat, okay? But let me continue my story, guys. So basically, I went to see a psychiatrist. They said it's social phobia, whatever. Okay. So then I said, we have to put you on a medication. My doctor was saying that, whatever. So I went to the doctor. He's saying, okay, I recommend you take this Rivotril thing. And basically, that was for anxiety. But what I had was depression, guys. Okay, anxiety and depression, they're pretty close. They're like brothers and sisters, but they're not exactly the same, guys. Okay. So long story short, I took the wrong medication, which aggravated my depression to the point that I was seeing things, guys. Literally, I was in university at the time. I would go to university, and like when I was coming out of the school, going to the metro, I would hallucinate. I would hallucinate that people were running after me, and then I had to call my dad and say, "Come and pick me up," because I was getting panic attacks. When you hallucinate, you also get panic attacks. So I had to call him to say, "Pick me up right away," because this guy's after me. He's after me with a knife or whatever. When I was in the metro, I couldn't even look at people because I thought that they were staring at me. So listen, this is really graphic, by the way. Viewers' discretion is advised. But like I'm just saying the way it is, guys. Okay. So I took the medication, it didn't work. Okay. Then I was also working at McDonald's. It was my first job at 19 years old, guys. I did my first job. Imagine that, at McDonald's. Now, I'm not gonna get into the place where it was, whatever, but it didn't work out at McDonald's. I was very, very stressed. It actually made the situation worse. One of the psychologists that I was seeing that actually wasn't the right psychologist for me was saying, you should stop work, which that I believe was correct. So I saw the guy, he said, stop work. It wasn't really working with me, with the psychologist, so I changed psychologist. I saw a gentleman by the name of Steven Prezio, by the way, guys. He works wonders. If you're in Montreal, by the way, he works wonders. But anyways, guys, I did my my therapy with this new psychologist, and everything was going amazing. He put me on a different medication called Celexa, guys. It's actually the pharmaceutical name for it is actually citalopram. But anyways, that has nothing to do with it. I took the medication, guys, and let me tell you, after a week, I felt amazing. But you know why I felt amazing? Because I quit McDonald's, which was causing a lot of problems, by the way. I was getting even more stressed. And I went to get a job somewhere else. A month later, I stayed a month at home thinking I was good for nothing. I'm not working, whatever. I was like folding clothes, doing something to show that I'm being productive with my life. Everybody else is at work, whatever. So I got a job packing grocery bags, which I love to do. I love to do because I met people. I learned French because where I live, you have to learn French or else you can't do nothing practically. So I learned French. I met a lot of friends. I was actually talking to women too, which I wasn't doing a lot when I was younger too, right? I didn't have the confidence to do that. So things were going amazing, guys. And I was able to move on. I made new friends, started going out, had money, because before I never had money to go out and whatever. So I was able to do that, guys. And look, now it's 10 years later, exactly, 2021. And look, guys, I became a soccer coach. I started a YouTube channel. It's a year I'm on YouTube, guys, okay? I never used to use all the social medias, but I came back to the social medias because when I had my depression, even after my depression, I was very, very low-key. But now I'm at the point where I'm at that point where I was, and even further. Imagine. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. What's up, Martin Magic Videos in the building? By the way, my friends be happy, depressed because of hater or everyone live stream. That's why, guys. Listen, just do your thing and don't care about what people say. If you're big, you're big. If people like you, they'll like you, and that's it. You really have to care about people's opinions. if you do care about people's opinions, you're going about it the wrong way. Seriously. At the end of the day, you have two eyes. You see through your two eyes. Just think about that for a second. That's the only perspective you have. You see through your eyes. That's the only thing that matters is your life. If you think about it, I mean, yeah, you have your family and everything, but before anything else is yourself and your health. So, guys, I hope you're inspired by my story, and I know I went a bit long with it, but you guys have a good idea, and now you know me a bit more, so that's good. Yeah, Ange is right. I say boo online haters, and that's right. You're at your best right now, Ange. Thank you, Raul. I appreciate that. My grandpa died by loneliness because of so much depressed. Everyone ignore him. Oh my God. Seriously, Ryo Cat, the things that you're telling me right now is so sad. I want to hug you, bro, but it's COVID and you live in Japan, bro. And there's nothing I could do about that. But Ryo Cat, when the COVID restrictions come away, listen, I will come to Japan. I'll come to Asia. I'll do a tour of Asia, China, Beijing. Well, it's the same country, but Japan and all that stuff. I'll go to Ireland and see the Irish boys. There's a lot of things that are going to happen after COVID, by the way, guys. Once the restrictions are lifted, we're going to do parties. We're going to go to events. I'm going to maybe do public speaking. Who knows, guys? Like I said, all this newfound confidence, it helps a lot. So, guys, I rambled a lot about my story. So now let's leave the floor to Alessia, and let's hear about whether Alessia, what she experienced, whether it was anxiety, whether it was depression. Let's hear from Alessia. Alessia, take the floor.
So I just wanted to say thank you, Ange, for, even Erica, for expressing yourselves and putting yourselves out there, because
No
we
problem.
all need to hear how people are feeling, because that's how you can relate. And you're right now, what we're doing, it's we're offering our support. And I find that's incredible, because people really need to be there for people that they love. But also, we have to bring back the whole humanity thing. We have to be there for
Mm-hmm.
each other, even though we don't know each other, but we all go through similar situations. We all deal with anxiety or stress in some type of way. It's all about how you perceive what's in front of you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that we were able to talk about it. And for sure, as a nursing student, I've dealt with so much stress. And, you literally have to tell yourself that you're not the only one going through what you're going through. And you need to ask for help, because people are not inside your head. Okay. As much as you think that it's only you going through what you're going through, no, like, people are there and they want to listen to your story, and they want to be there for you. They want to see you succeed. And I just hope that even if this conversation helped one person reach out to a family member or to a friend, that's all really, that's what's going to get you out of, what you're going through, because we all deal with this, and we have to normalize how we feel. And I think that that's something we have to remove, the stigma towards
Yeah.
mental disorders, let's say. Okay, we all deal with it, but yet it's so hard for us to talk about it, because we feel like we're either we're looked at differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody literally needs to reach out and be that hand to grab, like, like, put yourself out there and be that support for somebody. I couldn't stress that, even, like, with me and my cousin, like, we talk about our stuff. Like, I'm there
Mm-hmm.
for her, she's there for me.
Yeah.
And it's the same with, my family, and also just with like my followers. Like, even if it's people I don't know, but I want to see everybody be their best self, because I want that for myself, but I want that for everybody. I want, like, I know it's cliche to say, but like, we need to live in a world where we support one another and we want to see each other grow. Because if you want to see someone else grow, that's fuel for you to grow as a person.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
I know
very
I'm rambling
inspiring
on
words,
here.
Alessia. I mean, you could go all day with this topic. I mean, but like I said, Alessia, has there been any moments that you felt really low and down, or like I know backstage we were talking about this and rehearsing and stuff, and you said you didn't have a depression yet, right? Or like
Um,
at all?
See, this is the thing. It's very hard for you to, okay, if you're going through a hard time and you're feeling depressed, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling like you're the only one that's going through whatever you're going through, it's hard for you to reach out, and it's hard for you to, okay, tell yourself, am I going through depression? Right? So it's
Hmm.
hard for you to classify
Yeah.
how far along you are in your depressed state. I lost a very close friend of mine when I was 11 years old. Um,
Wow.
and that for sure changed my perspective about life. Erica knows the story, and we have mutual
Hmm.
friends in common that have gone through a very traumatic
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
And that was the first loss that I ever had to deal with. When you're young, you think you're invincible. You know,
Yeah.
you live in a society where they say, oh, you have time, don't worry about it. But it's not. Like it's not reality. You do not have time. So this is why you guys just be the happiest or be the best version of yourself, because
Alessia,
life is so
yeah,
short.
Ryo Cat is saying that look at this. He says, "I'm depressed. No one to help you or no one to support you." So what can you say to our friend Ryo Cat, who's unfortunately in a rut right now?
Mhm.
What can you say to him, Alessia? Words of wisdom to Ryo Cat.
Yes, okay, let me tell you. um First of all, I would love for you to reach out to me if I can help in any way. Let's talk about coping mechanisms. Let's talk about how we can get ourselves out of this rut, okay? Because each and every one of us can. That's a fact and that's the truth. If you want something, if you want to be the best version of yourself, you're gonna have to work, guys. It's in life, nothing comes easy. Nothing. You need
Yeah.
to work on yourself every day and try to figure out what your passion is in life. What where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Find
Hmm.
that drive, and then nothing can stop you. So
Yeah.
if you're feeling depressed, lonely, the first step is acknowledge that you are feeling the way you're feeling, and that's okay. Next step, reach
Hmm.
out. Reach out to
Yeah.
somebody. Go get help. That's the second step. And reach out to people that you love and people that love you because they want to see you do well,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
you need to go get help. Go, because people are there. Like, I'm like, as a healthcare worker, okay, I'm there and I want to help people, but I
Hmm.
don't know what people are going through unless they come reach out to me. But know that people like me, and I'm sure, you don't have to be a nurse, you don't have to be, anybody can be that person for you to reach out and go and get help.
Yeah. Exactly. Very, very good words of wisdom, Alessia. And now, I want to segue a bit into the coping mechanisms, guys. And I hope you guys know what that is. Erica, are you muted right now? I see that you're muted.
Yes.
Okay, I unmuted
Mm.
you. Is there anything you want to add, by the way, Erica, based on what I said or what Alessia said?
So like I could kind of like relate to what Alessia said, like how like live every day. How do you say it? Like live every day because you never know when something could happen. And like even I could see like when I was in the hospital and I wasn't going to school, for like an entire semester I wasn't going to school, but I had my books and I would like look through my stuff even if I wasn't going to school. So I think like, and I started right away when I got out of the hospital in January 2014. I started a new semester,
Hmm.
and I think that drive of like wanting to live and everything is what brought me here today.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but, like I want to cry.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, I know you want to cry because you heard my depression story,
No,
which
no.
I actually didn't tell you in that much detail. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this is the Untold Freaky Stories edition
But
of mental health, guys. Okay. So, Alessia, as I was saying before, okay, I was saying, what are the coping mechanisms? What are the coping mechanisms that we could use to overcome depression, anxiety, and feeling of loneliness, just like Riot Cat is going through right now?
Okay, so I'm going to speak on behalf of what has helped me,
Okay.
okay? And maybe it can help you guys. First thing, I would meditate, and I still meditate, okay? I put myself in a room that's a dark room. I close my eyes, I reopen my eyes, and I see a dark space. And I
Okay.
literally tell myself, whatever I'm going through, nothing matters, because right now, like, associate what you see with how you feel. So, in a sense, if you see total darkness, or even if it's like a white room, you have to close your eyes, picture something either beautiful or even a blank slate. So, whatever thoughts are running through your mind, say, no, I'm looking at total darkness. I'm looking at, like, I'm in a field full of flowers. Just associate what you want, and then try to change that train of thought. You want to create new pathways in your mind,
Yeah.
and also, like, do things that keep you happy, like go out, go for a walk, go meet with your friends, reach out to people, exercise. And I can't stress that. I'm up and down always, like, I'll work out, then I won't. I'll work out, then I won't.
Yeah.
But working out and getting your heart rate up there, and just trust me, you release endorphins. And what these are, they're basically the pleasure senses. So if you're working out, you get your heart beating, trust me, you're gonna feel good. Okay. And that's what we want.
Okay. Wow, Alessia, are you reading the comments? Alessia, it says it might be a good idea to try and get involved into sports clubs or form that you are interested and enjoy that. Ryo Cat. So he's talking to Ryo Cat. Find like-minded individuals. Yeah. Well, listen, I actually want to say something right now, guys. If there is somebody negative in your life and toxic, you got to get rid of them right away. Okay. That's the first step. The second step that you want to do, guys, okay, is you have to fight yourself, because your biggest enemy is yourself. So when you get rid of the people that are toxic around you, you're getting rid of the sources that are creating toxicity for you, right, Ryocat, and everybody else? I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Ryocat, but I'm just saying. So once that's done, you have to build your confidence, your self-esteem, right? Because basically, when you have a low self-esteem, you create a barrier in front of you, which a lot of people have, which I don't understand why they have. I used to have it and I got over it, but some people get over it later on, right? So no judgment there. But guys, like I said, you have to build your confidence. Like they said, exercise is a good way to get rid of it. And I tell my family this, I tell a lot of people this that are just complaining about things that are useless, complaining about very minor things that don't even matter in life. Like, why are you complaining about a fight that you had with somebody, or things at work, whatever? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, think about doing good for yourself and achieving things and doing good in school, doing good at work, making your wife happy, making your kids happy. Why do you have to
Yes.
worry about who's jealous of you, who hates you? Why you got into a fight with this person? Even people fight between sisters, between dads, between all kinds of stuff, guys. It's really sad. Alessia, I don't know if you have any 2 cents on that, but yeah.
Yes, I wanted to mention, guys, put yourself in perspective, okay? Be great. Like, you have to wake up in the morning and you have to write down three things or five things or just one thing that you're grateful for. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to write it down. What I do is I tell myself, okay, I'm
Mhm.
grateful for my family. I'm grateful for
Yeah.
a roof over my head. I'm grateful for the job that I'm about to achieve. I'm grateful
Mhm.
for my support system. And put yourself in perspective, okay? And the reason I'm speaking and I'm so passionate about this is because going into nursing changed my life for the better. Okay. I saw things that, really changed my perspective and allowed me to see how amazing but also how short life is. And
Okay.
let's just say, because I feel like we all complain about very, we complain about
Yeah.
stupidity.
Things that aren't
So
important.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know what to eat for lunch today. Like just stupid things, when in
Yeah.
reality it's because you really don't have problems, because there's
Yeah.
people that are going through a lot, right?
Jamie said that meditation, that's an amazing one. Listen, guys,
Yes.
if you could meditate every so often, woo sa, you meditate, it's gonna help it's gonna help your heartbeat. If, especially if you have anxiety, it lowers your heartbeat, guys, which is gonna help you a lot with depression and
Yes.
stuff like that. It gets your mind clear. You could go to a spa. Like I
Yes.
said, make friends, but choose the right ones. Do things that are relaxing. You don't have to be in the club scene or what everybody else thinks is top or whatever, you know. I'm reading the comments of Ryo Cat. It's so sad that people at a young age have this thought that they're not good enough. Nobody likes the
Mhm.
Ryo Cat actually said nobody likes him in real life. The poor guy. He says that he's online a lot, guys. He's on YouTube. I met him through YouTube. It's really, really sad that there's people that they have to live this virtual life because they don't have the confidence in real life. It's very, very sad, guys. And this is a
Mhm.
generational problem, right, Alessia? Right, Erica? It's a
Yes.
generational problem that people have to resort to social media to talk with people. And that's why, I'm
Mhm.
happy at what I do. I'm happy that I do this and I make people happy. And I say, hey, they say, how are you? I say, I'm good. I'm good. How's your day doing? What's up? Let's be friends. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what you do. As long as you're respectful. Jamie
Yeah.
Clement says, Ryo Cat, you should use that as a motivation. Be able to obtain that life someday. Push for it and put yourself out of your comfort zone to grow and one day get that life. Exactly, Ryo Cat. Listen, you will grow to be a very strong person, okay? You will be rich one day. Trust me. You got to say it. I will be rich. I will be rich. How do you get rich? You go to school. How do you get a job with that? You look for a job, right? A job won't come for you. You got to go get that job. There's competition, guys. You got to remember that. And like I said, there's no perfect science on how to get what you want. But I want to tell you
Mhm.
guys one thing, okay? And it struck me, all right? One thing that a college teacher actually told me, it was from a class, Psychology of Health and Happiness. Imagine that, a college class, an elective. My teacher told me, she goes, Ma, what are you doing? She goes, not talking to me, but talking to the class. She goes, you think that everything's going to come to you on a silver platter? That's not how it works. You want something, go out and get it. You want a
Mhm.
girl, go out and get it. You want a big job, go out and get it. You want money, go out and get it. You want opportunities, seize the opportunities. Okay, I know I'm
Exactly.
talking very loud, but yeah, in school,
Mhm.
everyone like you or you're important. Yes, I know there's a lot of bullying at school, and maybe Alessia, I'm sure you have a lot to say about bullying. There, we're getting to a topic that has a lot to do with bullying, guys. We are moving on to the suicide topic. Okay, so hopefully nobody in here is close to that. Okay, because I would be very
Mhm.
concerned. And if you are, you need to call. Like I said, there is helplines available, guys. Talk to a teacher, talk to your friend, email somebody if you have to. Go to somebody's house, knock on the door, and be like, "Look, I need the resources to get help." Tell a coworker. There's a lot of ways you could do it, guys. You got the first thing you got to do is speak up, right? Get that
Yes.
confidence. And a lot of times people don't. They just they punch the wall. They do things to show that they're upset, but they never speak up. Because for people it's embarrassing, but you shouldn't be embarrassed. Even yoga is a great activity to do, just improve mental and physical health. Great one, exactly, buddy. Jamie is a very athletic guy, guys. He's from Northern Ireland. He's a professional swimmer. There's a lot going on with Jamie Clement. So I'm bad in school, I'm bad in reading, and no one to help me. I everyone think be annoying. Oh my god. Okay, so then we got a lot more to deal with, right? Okay. Um, right? Listen, I wish I was in Japan, Ryocat, to help you. I am not a professional by no means, so there's nothing I can really do. But like I said, Ryocat, I hope you. Oh my God, you said I really cry right now. Oh, guys. Okay, let's say you want to
Guys, this is
console Ryo
something
Cat a
I
bit.
want to say something. I want to say
Okay.
something. Remember one thing, okay? You're your own enemy, but you're also your own hero. You're the only one that can get yourself out of the rut that you're in. Remember that, okay?
Yeah.
You can reach out as much as you want, but you need to be willing to change how you're thinking, because it's all about your perception. And there's something that has helped me a lot. Um, like, let's say going on hikes, okay? And you get to the top of the mountain and you look over, and what do you see? You see yourself, like, at a distance, right? And you're like, wow, look how vast this space is, and I'm so small, right? So you kind of have to tell yourself, my problems, are they even there, right? When you're no longer
Hmm.
here, okay, the problems that you have had, they kind of go with you. So in your mind, tell yourself, am I really going to spend the time that I have on earth worrying or being stressed about something? Because we
Hmm.
can't change how what the world throws at us, but we could change our perception. So might as well make it a good perception,
Hmm. Are you
you
reading the
know?
comments here? There's a lot of activity here. Ross says, "Yeah, I have more close online friends than in real life." Okay,
Hmm.
so well, that would explain why Raw comes to my channel a lot. Seriously, and guys, Raw is one of the most supportive fans I've ever had, by the way. And I'm not trying to choose favorites, but Raw is a very supportive person. Okay, Ryu Cat, don't cry. Good, you have identified what's effed you up in life. It's now your time to get after that and try your best to improve, even in the slightest day. Write down small daily. Yeah, I'm literally about to tear up, guys. And when I meant I'm gonna cry 1,000 rivers for Ryo Cat, I actually mean that, guys. This is really, really, really touching, guys. Listen, my viewers are my family, okay, guys, and I'm gonna make this big, seriously, to see my facial. Like, look at this, look at this. I'm getting, red a bit. So, guys, seriously, I'm really, really touched by this. I'm really glad we did this. By the way, I'm really, really glad. Okay, so going back to the suicide talk. Listen, guys. Listen, Alessia, you worked in a psychiatric ward. Was there anybody suicidal there that had suicidal thoughts in that ward? Did you hear from the patients? You know what I mean?
Yes. It's a very touchy subject, as we all know.
Hmm.
um it's we have to, you know we have to we have to find the root, and that's what, psychologists are there for. The nurse, like, just healthcare, the healthcare staff, that's what they're there for. Is they want to know, okay, what is the root, and from there we can create solutions, okay? And when you get to a state where you feel like that is your only option, um we are taught how to, you know notice certain manifestations that the patient's going to present with, their train of thought and everything like that. um if someone does reach out and, phrases, you know I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm about to say. If someone comes up to you and says they are not well, they are
Hmm.
having thoughts of suicide, please, please, and I'm getting very emotional, do not brush that off your shoulders, and
Hmm.
be that person for them, okay? They feel like their voice is not heard. So make sure, be an advocate for them. And that's what a nurse is. A nurse is
Hmm.
an advocate for their patient. Okay. And you need to go and get help. You need to be with that person. You have to keep an eye
Yeah.
on that person, and you need to work with that person. Try to, if just go and get help. I don't know how I can word it, but please don't be afraid. And I know it touches home for a lot of people.
Yeah.
um like, I've dealt with depression. I've dealt not with how do I say, I've dealt with a very depressive state in my previous years.
Hmm.
um And I have worked very, very hard on myself to be where I'm at right now. And I'm proud to say that, because I was someone that was very um, anxious. I always thought about what other people thought about me. I would, like 5 years ago, I would never do this. I would never put myself out there. And now it's like I've reached a stage where it's like I don't care anymore what people think about me. I love who I am, and I work on myself every day. I'm gonna make mistakes, but it's okay. It's okay. And that's some, like, whatever you're going through, no, like, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. You have to. Because we're all put on this planet, and I feel like we all have something to give it. Okay?
Mhm.
And just know that you're good enough. You're good enough. And
Yeah.
people want to see you do well. And know that I want to see you do well.
Yeah.
Truly, genuinely.
Look at what Ryo Cat wrote. He wrote, "I'm really cry again, but my grandpa say, be man, not cry." Oh my god. And you know what, guys? Listen, I have a podcast with two other friends. It's called Three Men in a Podcast. By the way, guys, check it out. It's bi-weekly on Wednesdays. But my point is, on episode 2, we're talking about toxic masculinity, which is basically an example of that would be like Vin Diesel, right? So, like, oh, don't cry. You're not a man. You got to be muscular. You got to be dominant. So, listen, we're going to talk about toxic masculinity. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. It's not good. It's going to be not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. I will provide you guys with the link for that. Now, the last thing we want to go over, okay, is the current lockdown we're going into. We're in a lockdown right now, right? So mental health is actually really relevant right now, not only because it's Bell Let's Talk Day, but also because of this lockdown we've been going through in like a year now. It's a year and we're fed up and there's a lot of problems. But Erica, I want to ask you this. I want to ask you something. How has the lockdown affected your mental state? Because trust me, I see it every day. You look at me and sometimes you feel really down. So why don't you tell us a bit about that? Mental health during your mental health during the lockdown.
Yeah, so it's been pretty tough, like, not gonna lie. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's like sometimes, like, because it's hard to like do things and stuff. So it's like I feel alone or whatever, but I know I'm not. Like, I know I'm not, and I know people love me and stuff. But in my mind, it makes me feel like that, you know? So, so yeah. But yeah, it's been tough, but I've been trying to keep myself busy, and I always keep myself busy. Um, like for example, when I first had my episodes, like I never thought like I would go back to school. I never thought like I would have a job. Never thought I would have a boyfriend. Uh, God, like if you would ask me 5 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, no. um, but like then, like I started back to school in January 2014 at Champlain College. And now I could say, like today in 2021, I have a bachelor's degree from Concordia University in major Italian, minor in Spanish. I have a part-time job at a call center, but I actually got a full-time job that's going to be starting soon.
Mm-hmm.
I have my boyfriend, who's amazing, who's very, very, very supportive, and honestly, I'm very grateful because.
Guys, by the way, Tony Tarabrelli is not a troll. It's actually Erica's dad. So
Mama is
Raul
here.
deleted. Yeah, so Raul deleted Tony's message. It's guys, it looks like a troll. Trust me, I would probably say the same thing,
God.
but it's actually her dad, guys. It's not a troll. So I
That's
gave him
really
a
tight.
moderator. He said, "Hi, Ange. Hi, girls."
That's so.
Guys, just to let you know something, Erica and Alessia are cousins. Just to let you guys know, because you guys probably don't know that. So they're actually cousins.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And listen, Alessia, I'm really impressed. Also with you, Erica, but Alessia, really, as a talker, as a public speaker, I'm really, really impressed with how you could deliver. Hey, what's up? Life with Adrian is in the building. Adrian Villanueva Vlogs is in the building. Adrian, we were asking people through this last hour if they had any issues with anxiety, depression. Speak up. I want to know if you guys ever had a depression, if you ever had anxiety. A lot of people have been speaking up, and thank you very much, guys. Seriously, I'm lending a
Yes.
hand to you guys. Ryo Cat, you have been giving us such a sad and emotional story, personal story about yourself, and being in Japan with the epidemic of suicide, and not thinking you're not good enough, and not having friends in real life. And now I know why you're like that, Ryo Cat. And I tell you sometimes, stop spamming me, stop sending me videos, stop dressing like a girl for attention. Because he told me that he dresses like a woman. He has an app that changes himself to a woman so that the girls could talk to him because he looks like a cute girl. You know what I mean? So listen, I'm crying 1,000 rivers. Like I said, Ryo Cat, I'm really, 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 really touched by your story, man. And I hope you get the help you need, Ryo Cat. Seriously, I hope your parents are there for you. And like I said, God bless everybody that came here. Thank you for your support. You guys are amazing. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can have more conversations like this. This was a really good live we did today. I'm really glad we did it. I want to shout out Erica and also Alessia for giving me this idea. It was absolutely their idea to do this, and I'm proud we did do this. Even though I was very tired today and everything, I said, we have to do this for the good of the people. So, like I said, let's give a round of applause to everybody here. And
Yes.
like I said, guys, listen, if you have any questions about, we have Ange, okay? I might not be a medical doctor. I work in a hospital. I see a lot of things, guys, okay? But even though I'm not a doctor, I can still talk to you. And that's what's important and guide you to the right resources. So most of you guys told us your story, and I really thank you guys. If anybody here didn't speak up and you don't want to speak up over here, that's 100% acceptable. If you want to DM me, guys, this is my Instagram. I know it has to be that way, but it is COVID. But listen, guys, there's my Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, follow me, talk to me, say, Ange, this isn't bothering me. Ange, people are jealous of me. Ange, I'm not happy with myself. Listen, I will answer you. Okay, I will definitely answer you. I guess what it's life. Everyone goes through rough times. Yes, that's what I was saying, Adrian. In everybody's life, there's always one moment that you really hit a wall, like I was saying. And but like I said, I got back up and I went through that wall and I got even better. I became a coach. I started on YouTube. I got jobs. I met women. I got my confidence. So, is there something you want to say, Alessia, to close this off? You look like you want to talk.
Yeah, I wanted to say, just look how far you guys came. Okay. Um, like Erica mentioned it, as you mentioned it. At the end of the day, don't look back. Okay, just look forward because not enough of us live in the present, guys.
Mhm.
Just enjoy the moment you're in because you never know when it's going to be taken away. Life is too short to be sad, miserable. Pick
Yeah.
yourself up. You're not valued, in terms of how many times you fell, but you're valued on how many times you get up, guys. That's what
Yeah.
life is. You're gonna be thrown so many obstacles, but
Hmm.
literally become Iron Man. Just get it out. Just keep walking straight and just keep climbing that mountain because when you reach the top, it's worth it. Okay?
Yeah. And guys, like I said, Alessia is a registered nurse, okay, or at least becoming a registered nurse. So, like I
Student
said,
nurse,
if you have
yes.
a student nurse, if you have any last minute questions, the floor is completely open. She could answer you. Look, she's on the screen right now. If you need to say something to Alessia, say it now or forever hold your peace, okay? So, I know Ryocat still has a lot of things to say, and we will have more topics like this, guys. We will do some more mental health specials in the future. And like I said, I'm always here for you. I try to go live every day, but sometimes I'm tired. Exactly, keep on going. Yeah, you know what, Adrian? We've been trying to help Ryocat this whole live stream. Hopefully, we've given him the right resources. I always watch anime in cosplay. That's the remove of my depressed. Aw. Because listen, Ryocat really likes anime, Alessia. That's what he likes.
And that's good for sure. I mean, you know what? Do what makes you happy. Just do it. like I
He
don't know
says he
what
likes
else to
Maida
say.
Cafe. That's it's a guys. It's a cafe in Montreal in Saint Leonard that he likes. He likes. Oh my God! Listen. I want to say something, right? Okay, listen. I love you, bro. Seriously, no homo. I love you, dude. When you come here, you make me laugh. Okay? Do you understand, right? Okay. So there's somebody that cares about you. I care about you. Everybody else cares
There you
about you
go.
here. Z Dubs, which is Zarin Zain, said, "Thank you so much for this information. I really needed this help." No problem, Zarin Zain. Like I said, there's a lot of young people watching here, and look, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to make this graphic or anything, but it's something we really need to talk about because they don't talk about it in schools, right, Alessia and Erica?
No,
So this is
it's a
information we do.
touchy subject, right?
It's a very touchy subject. Listen, and Alessia was telling me, she goes, "You're gonna get a lot of reactions," and I'm like, "No, no, no." She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of reactions," and I said, "Yeah, you're right." Okay, so what did he say over here? Thank you so much for the information. Nice, right? I like the hamster or cute kids, cute baby. That's my happiness scene. Okay, I don't know why, but he has a lot of videos with little kids that he's like around little kids, but he's young too, by the way, guys. He must be like probably 11 years old or 10 years old. Okay, yeah, I love music, listening to it, singing songs, and writing and releasing it. That motivates me. Cool. I'm not gay.
Mhm.
My cafe is restaurant in Japan. Oh, you're saying Maid Cafe. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's a place in Japan. I'm not aware of, but there's a Maida Cafe in Montreal. I bought a hamster, Ryu. Ange really hit a home run with his live stream. Okay, them have really cute waitress. Oh, okay, that's cool. You bought a hamster? Cool. Great stream. Like I said, guys, Alessia is here for another 5 minutes. If you guys have anything to say, this is seriously the last hurrah. If you have anything to
Mhm.
say, if you have questions for me, you want to know about my channel, what we're doing in the future, we have some guests lined up, by the way. This Wednesday, we have Too Cheesy for Zambidi, Instagram comedian. He will be coming on, so that's going to be interesting. I have more guests in February, which is awesome. I'm looking to do more streams like this where we have one specific topic and maybe getting some guests on that know about it. Just search Mind Cafe in YouTube. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Jamie Clements, for that. Okay, guys, so I guess we're going to wrap it up if nobody else has any more questions. Guys, thank you very much for coming. I want to thank my regular viewers. I want to thank Alessia's friends. I want to thank Erica's friends and family. Thank you all for coming. I know a lot of you guys didn't comment, which is completely fine. I appreciate it. I can't wait to be a guest on February 28th to talk about autism. Okay, no problem, Michael. It's good to look forward to things. Was a great show. Thanks to everyone for sharing their stories. Something that was once taboo to talk about and now is out in the open. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. You can follow me on Instagram, please guest. Okay, Alessia, can you follow RyoCat on Instagram? I will give you his Instagram tab. RyoCat, you could drop your Instagram if you'd like, by the way. You guys could all self promote if you want.
Perfect.
Yes, why do medical professionals think the medication they give to people that going through depression? Do you see that, Alessia?
I'm trying to. I don't really understand what the question is. So, why
Yeah,
do
I
medical
know.
professionals think that medication they give to people is going to work?
Why do
I think
medical?
that's
Is
Okay,
that
why do they think? Okay, so she's saying why do they think that whatever medication they're giving is like the magic solution? I guess that's maybe what she's trying to say.
okay?
the
I'm
issue
gonna
won't
do
work.
a quick kind of, I guess. So basically, okay, depending the medication that you're on, it's going to decrease certain neurotransmitters that are responsible for how you feel. So if you have, let's say, an increase of serotonin, and because it takes care of your mood, it stabilizes your mood. So let's say you have an increase of this certain neurotransmitter, the medication that they're going to provide you is basically going to inhibit that, uh, you know, reuptake of it. So it kind of stabilizes your mood. It helps you. Your thoughts are still the same, but it helps you be in a more calm state. So it helps you rationalize. I don't know if I'm making sense because it's very. um, specific, and there's a lot, to say about medications. But I think that the first step is reaching out to a social worker, a psychologist, a friend, and maybe that's all you really need. And if you do need medication, that is so fine and that's so okay, because we all need sometimes that boost to just get us where we want to be. Okay.
Yeah,
I disagree with medication unless it's a natural chemical imbalance in the brain that is causing. Yes, I agree
that's
with
what
you
I had. I had a
100%.
chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's usually what classifies, major depressive disorder. There's a chemical imbalancement, and we all have our ideas about medication use, about spirituality. Just there's so many alternatives out there, and I believe that everything with a grain of salt. Be open minded to whatever is offered to you, and try to make a good decision, and have make sure that there's people there beside you that are helping, that are guiding you to make the best decision for you, because what's good for you might not be good for somebody else, and that's okay. Know that everybody's journey is different, and you know it's guys, just try to be open to the possibilities that are out there. I'm not saying one thing is better than the other. What I'm saying is that it's a collective order of things that are going to get you to where you want to be.
Hmm. Wow, awesome. So, guys, like I said, I want to thank Alessia. I want to thank Erica for coming on. By the way, Alessia will be coming on. When is it, Alessia? What's the date that you're coming on the Ange TV show?
The 12th, if I'm not mistaken.
The
Yeah,
11th, the Tuesday,
she,
no?
11th.
she's coming on the 12th, guys. Or let me check my schedule, guys. Let's see. Actually, I can't see it. My writing is like chicken scratch. The 11th at 7:30, guys. So February 11th at 7:30. It's a Thursday, Alessia. It's a
Yes.
Thursday, I believe. Yeah, guys, she's gonna come on, and we're gonna be talking more about nursing, because now today we talked about mental health. She's, like I said, a nursing student, so we're gonna be talking more about nursing, guys. Okay, so I hope you guys are excited about that. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'll probably be doing a weekend stream, just to let you guys know. And if you guys have any suggestions of lives that we could do or topics that we could do, guys, tell me now or on Instagram. Give me topics that we could do, and we could definitely arrange that and get the right people to talk about it. Right, guys? Your opinions and your ideas do matter. Let me just tell you that. Please, just one head pats. Okay, what's he talking about with the head pat? You can head pat me. What's a head pat? Alexia, you have YouTube channel, and please live stream in my birthday. February 28th, my birthday. Okay, Ryocat, we are streaming February 28th, and we're talking about autism, guys. So yeah, with Michael Ankers. So that's gonna be nice. Wake up the hobby show. Ange, bring Jean-Philippe on. Okay, guys. It's enough now. All right. So like I said, we had a great evening. And by the way, just a quick shout out. Mike Lucci is going live tonight. Raw, I know you're a big fan. The late night show with Mike Lucci tonight on Instagram. Just letting you know. Quick plug. But anyways, guys, have a good night. Stay safe. Get help if you need to get it. Talk to somebody. We're gonna have more topics like this in the future. Alessia will be back. Erica will be back. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Seriously, I have a TikTok. Just write the Ange TV show. Go on TikTok. Follow me, guys. I will be doing TikTok soon. And also, before I leave, Zarin Zain, I saw your message, and yes, I'm very happy you came. And it's okay if you guys don't have time to come. I understand you're in different time zones and you have school. That's okay. But if you watch the replay and comment, it makes me at least know that you passed by, right, guys? So it's good to do that. Don't forget, guys, you could also support me by becoming a member, by sending a super chat. There's a little $ in the chat. You could buy my merch, and you could also just watch my videos. I appreciate that at the very least. I love you guys, okay? So, guys, Ange here is signing off along with Alessia and Erica, guys. You take care, okay, guys? Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.